So we are at our home here, and we had a leak. As you can tell, there's my dog too. He didn't like the leak too much. Anyway, so we went ahead. There's a problem with the plumbing. Went ahead and took care of that. I won't bore you to death with that right now. The whole point of this video is to show the lighting. So we've gone ahead here, and we're putting in a can light, okay, in the recessed space, and then we're also going to install a track light here. So this big ugly space will look much better than it does now. And just to give you an idea on what I'm using for equipment, I bought a nice piece of chipboard here, if there is such a thing, but we're going to call it that. It was inexpensive too, about 21 bucks for an 8-foot by 4-foot sheet, and they cut it to size for me at the big box store at a 22-inch width, which was very nice. This isn't a class on cutting holes, but as you can see, I've used a jigsaw and I've cut some geometric shapes in there. You have to figure that out yourself with your measurements and such. But I've gone ahead and I'm using a Chicago Electric power tool. I'm sure you all probably have the same opinion of these as I do, as most. However, this one is an excellent piece of equipment, believe it or not. I've had it a couple years. I've used the bejesus out of it. Works real well, easy to use. Here's just an old school Ryobi 12 volter that I keep in the house. No sense taking the heavy duty stuff out of the truck for this job. Tape measure. Here's an old work box. I don't know if you're familiar with what that is, but if you need to do a job like this where it has to be pinched in between sheetrock or a new piece of wood, you use this and you just simply adjust it with these screws, and these clips clip down. This is a box you cannot use on this job. Just want to let you know, if you have the square brackets for your track lighting, it will not fit in this type of box. So don't go crazy trying to use it. Just a hammer I had sitting around, right angle, some electrical tape, and up in here I've gone ahead and spliced in some 12 gauge wire. It's 12-2. The existing house is 12-2. I've spliced it into a switch wire. We're running it over here to this recess can. That's 12-2 as well. Code now is only 14-2, so we're doubly protected. This house was built around 1980. I guess they were still building stuff halfway decent back then. And then we're going to complete it with the track lighting, and I'll show you the finished product. So we had something interesting come up here. The power feed coming in from the outlet over on the wall over there is actually a switch plug wire. This is not was not intended to be a power cord, but what I've done is I've reversed it, so now it's not a switch plug anymore wire. Now it's a power wire. And what we've done to make this circuit work, we've taken the black wire from the power wire that used to be the switch plug wire, we've connected it to the white on the switch wire, and then we've taken the black from the switch wire and attached the black to the light leg, the wire that's on the white leg that's coming to here. And it's just connected into here like normal, and then it goes down to the other light. And over here you'll see, it's hard to tell with the lighting, but basically what you got the white wire that's powered on top, the black's on the bottom. When you push this switch, it lets the electricity in, or it takes the bridge away, and it won't allow it to flow. So I just wanted to show you that. So I've gone ahead and I'm pulling the wire into the recess can here, just so you can take a look at it. Here's the top. I pulled, this pops off with this clip here, and then I went ahead and I put two 12 gauge wires, two 12-2s in, and all we're going to do is connect your black to your black. Where is it? Black to black, gold to gold, white to white. And don't forget, you got to take the ones that are in the recess can too. They got a gold, they got a white, and they've got a black here. So these all got to go together. I just wanted to show this to you, what I'm doing here. Right, so this is the completed project. We have the track lighting in. I really couldn't do this to show you exactly how to put the track lighting in because I was kind of a one-man show here, but perhaps I could do another one at some point. But I just wanted to show you what we were trying to accomplish here, and I did show you the wiring. And if you just read the instructions on the track lighting, how to install it, it's very simple. It's, black to black, white to white, green to ground. The only tip I will make is I thought all the wires would just kind of cover, this would just cover all the wires. The wires, it's kind of hard to describe, but when you go to put one of these up, you'll see what I'm talking about. You've got to kind of weave it through the bracket that the track mounts to, that you get the electricity from, and you've got to kind of get one wire up, one wire up, one wire up, and then tuck them all up in there, and then this snaps on there. But nice little project. I think it adds $1 million to the room. Still have to come back over here with a little trim molding. I'm gonna do some fancy cut work here with a jigsaw, and we're just gonna get like a 1x6 and cut it out to meet this. But all in all, I'm quite happy with this. So that's it.